President Cyril Ramaphosa said South Africa has been approached to play a mediation role in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Mr. Ramaphosa did not say who had made the approach, but said he spoke with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Thursday and urged him to seek a mediated solution to the conflict. South Africa's position on the conflict came under the spotlight last week after it abstained from voting on a UN resolution condemning Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Mr. Ramaphosa said the country abstained because the resolution did not foreground the call for meaningful engagement and accused the UN Security Council of being unable to discharge its responsibility to maintain peace and security. And now Ukraine is set to withdraw all its forces from UN peacekeeping missions in Africa and Europe so that they can be redeployed to fight invading Russian troops at home. Its biggest mission was in the Democratic Republic of Congo, where about 250 Ukrainian troops had been serving. They will soon leave along with their 8 helicopters and other military equipment. The decision by the Ukraine comes as the country is at war and with invading Russian forces. The UN says it is reviewing the impact of the Ukrainian government's decision and praised their strong contribution in the DR Congo and other countries. And away from Africa, President Joe Biden has announced that the US, European nation and G7 countries are moving to revoke Russia's most favored nation trade status over its invasion of Ukraine. President Biden said that the US would ban imports on seafood, vodka and diamonds from the nation as part of an effort to ramp up economic pressure on Russia for invading Ukraine. Most favored nation trade status means the two nations have agreed to trade under the best possible terms, which can include lower tariffs, few barriers to trade and high imports, as stated by President Biden.
We're also taking a further step of banning imports of goods from several signature sectors of the Russian economy, including seafood, vodka, and diamonds. And we're going to continue to squeeze Putin. The G7 will seek to deny Russia the ability to borrow from leading multinational institutions, such as the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. Putin is an aggressor. He is the aggressor. Putin must pay the price. He cannot pursue a war that threatens the very foundations, which he's doing, the very foundations of international peace and stability, and then ask for financial help from the international community.
And finally, Yoon Suk-yeol, a conservative former top prosecutor, has been elected South Korea's new president, defeating his chief liberal rival in one of the country's most closely fought presidential elections. With more than 98% of the ballots counted, Yoon had 48.6% of the votes against his rival Lee Jae-myung's 47.8%. Yoon said on Thursday that he would honor the constitution and the parliament and work with opposition parties when he takes office as the country's next leader, calling on the election result as a victory of the great people of South Korea. And that's all we had for you on the International News Roundup. My name is Omondi Otieno.